What's up, beautiful people? I am back. I've missed y'all so much. But unfortunately, school has consumed my life these past 12 weeks, and I just couldn't. I was taking statistics, and if anybody's ever taken statistics, you already know. It's the devil. It's the devil. It is the devil. But I passed. Got a B. That tells you I worked hard. I mean, spending 3-4 hours a night homework. Homework. I don't think he gave a lot. The teacher gave a lot of work, but glad it's over. Did go to my final. Did good overall. So I'm very happy, and that is my phone making all the noise. Yeah. So today I've come to you with a review on the new Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette and the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. It's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. I was going to try and do a tutorial, but because I got up so late and started late because I have church service, I couldn't do that. And the only way I would have been able to do tutorials is if I would have speeded up. And honestly, I wanted to do a talk through, but nonetheless, I figured, let me come back. Let us talk about these products together. And yeah, I'll give you my thoughts and let you know what I think. And then if you want, you can purchase them yourselves. Yeah, we're going to put that on vibrate. We're going to probably move that phone out of here so it doesn't bother you guys. But yeah, if you guys want to see the review on these products, then just keep watching and stay tuned. Okay, so today again, we're talking about the Huda Beauty Naughty Nude and the Faux Filter Skin Finish. The Skin Finish Foundation. I wasn't going to buy this palette. I really wasn't going to buy this palette. And one of my good friends here on YouTube and on Instagram, we mostly communicate through Instagram, she bought it. She kept sending me pictures. Oh, look at the palette. Look at the palette. It's so pretty. And I'm like, I probably have something that looks like it anyway. And she just kept sending pictures. I was like, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Well, I bought it. And I did buy it during the recent Sephora VIB sale. So I didn't record a video, but I did a live on my Instagram. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I beseech you to head on over to my Instagram page and follow me, where I did a haul and I talked about everything that I bought, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, this palette is beautiful. Now, the reason why I said I wasn't going to get it, I do have colors like similar to the colors in this palette, but what I mainly said I wasn't going to get it for, number one, Huda Beauty's palettes, which are this size, are $67. So to me, that's a little bit over the price range, with the exception of Pat McGrath. Because y'all know that Auntie Pat's Mothership palettes are like over 100, Natasha Denona. But, you know, you can get smaller palettes for the money. And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, the Natasha Denona palettes, the smaller ones, are $65. But I think, I don't know. I don't even know. So that's why I was just like you have no basis for saying as far as the price, because Natasha Denona costs that much, and a couple of others. But again, that was one of the main reasons. But then I talked myself out of it. But I bought it during the sale, so I got 20% off the palette. So that's why I had no problem buying it. And then the other reason why I said I wasn't going to get it was because I thought it would kind of be like the same thing as this palette, which is the Huda Beauty Nude Rich. Now, you guys saw me use this in a tutorial when I use this and the matte, excuse me, the matte metals. Let's see if I can pull it out. Yes, nope, that's not it. Making all this noise. The matte and metal shadows. So I thought, well, it's the same, but it really isn't, because I actually swatched some of the colors in this palette and this palette, and I tried to compare, and it's kind of different. I mean, the color scheme is the same, so, but me being that beauty lover I am, and then her being the antagonizer that she is, the instigator, I bought it. But I do love it, and I am wearing it today. And I'm also wearing the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish Foundation, as I said, and we're going to go into that in a little bit. But let's just get into the palette. I'm going to give you a few swatches. I'm going to give you a little bit of comparison between this and this, and then we'll jump into the foundation, okay? Okay, so let's open up the palette. Can I get it open? Okay, yeah. So, this is the standard Huda Beauty palette. Just look at this. Let's look at the colors. I mean, this is why I didn't say no. This is why I didn't say no. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And then when I went into the actual store, because when I went to Sephora, I didn't do my order online. I went and got everything that I wanted in store. So, this is so nice. Okay, so first I'm gonna do a couple of swatches of the Naughty Nude, or the Nude Rich, and that's the Naughty Nude. So before I do that, see if you guys see the palette. Honestly, they are probably the same. I mean, some of the colors are a little bit deeper in this palette, but all in all, it's the same concept. This would probably be more travel size friendly version of this. Let's see. I'm gonna swatch. I want to swatch. Ooh, that. This color. I'm gonna swatch most of the shimmers. We're just gonna swatch the shimmers in this palette. And here. And I need one more finger. And here. Okay. So these are the shimmer shades in the Rich Nude palette. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god, look at this. Ugh. Oh, this is like the fall. This is like the version of fall. You guys know I love fall. It's one of my two favorite seasons. Spring and fall are my two favorite seasons. And yes, like, oh, those colors, those cranberry colors. And now we're in the Thanksgiving season, so those colors, they go so well with this time of year. So, and I gotta wipe my hand. So yeah, so these are the ones in the Nude Rich palette. So if these are your kind of colors, but you don't want like a big palette, definitely like consider getting this one, because I think you could still get this one at Sephora. And not to mention, they also have some great mattes to accompany the shimmers, and that's what I like about Huda Beauty's 9 pans and the regular. They give a great array of mattes, transitions, outer V, inner corner, brow bone highlight, so you only have to use the one palette. I actually used the palette, this palette on my niece last year for her Sweet 16. This is the only palette I had to use because it had everything I need. Transitions, it had a highlight, everything. And I used this again in a tutorial not too long ago. I only used the mattes because, we were testing this out. But didn't have to do too much. You really didn't have to do too much, because honestly, everything you need is in this palette. Now, with the Naughty Nudes, I mean, everything you need and more is in this palette. I mean, come on. There's not only 9 shades in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 shades in here. So, I mean, like, honestly, if you're someone who scales back on what you buy, if you wanted to buy like just one palette for the fall, I think this palette should be it. Especially if you're a lover of like pinks and dark cranberries. Like, you guys know purple is my favorite color. Pink is next to that. Cranberries, reds, and everything else. Those kind of colors fall next for me. So, yeah. And then accompanied with this nice dark lip. Like, this palette gives you everything. And the lip that I am wearing is Huda Beauty. This is the matte lipstick in Masquerade. I forgot how much I love Huda Beauty lipsticks. I only have 2 of them. And I might have to look in investing in more, because her lipstick formula is wonderful, matte, comfortable. And it's even good when you're going out and you're wearing masks too. So that's also something to consider. But back to the palette. So I'm going to do a few swatches. I'm going to actually swatch the color. Now I used 2 colors for the transition, and that's the rough. I gotta turn it over this way. This is rough right here. Then I dip my nail into it. It's the rough right here, and then it's arouse, this name. And I mixed the 2 for my transition. And I used the spicy and the untamed, the 2 deep purple burgundy colors for my outer V. The color I use on my lid, I'm going to tell you about the 2 colors. I only use 2 colors on my lid, and I'm going to tell you. So this color, Provocative, this is the color. I'm going to actually take the brush that I used, because I didn't put it with my finger, because, first of all, let me show you. Okay. Look at the texture of it. It's just, I mean, do y'all see that? I'm going to swatch that on my hand. I'm going to just use the brush. Like, I thought it was going to come out like in that, like this blackened. Like, it deepened up this pink, the light cream pink, light pink in it. But honestly, it's not the same as any of the shimmers in, because you would think it's like the same as this one. But this one has a lot of pink and gold in it. This one has a lot more cranberry and pink, burgundy and pink in it. So honestly, it's really not the same as this color. So yeah. So you can see why I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Okay, so I'm going to swatch a couple more of the shimmer shades, and then we're going to talk about the other color that I use, because this was like the one color, because it seems that with this palette, and it would think it was the nude palette, and I bought that palette, but I gave it to my girlfriend, because that one was like, but I do love the naughty nude, so I gave that other one to my girlfriend. She loved it, because I mean, I liked it, but I didn't love it. This one I love, so yeah. And I just made a mess here with this, so we'll clean it up. So, I'm going to actually use the brush, because I should have used the brush for the 9-pan, because honestly, when you put your finger in the palette, that's what causes the shadows to hard pan, because from the oils from your fingers. That's why I don't like really like, and how people swirl their fingers in there. Like, I'm like, I can't do that. So I'm going to take my Esom T41. This is a good brush to use. If you don't have any Esom brushes, and I have to buy more of these, because these brushes are great. Like, for like the consistency, like this formula here, I would recommend like this type of brush. It's very, very good. You can buy them off Muse Beauty Pro, or I don't know if they have their own website, but that's where I got them from. I was at the makeup show, and they were at the makeup show, so I got it from them. Okay, so and these shimmer shades are soft. These shimmer shades in this Naughty Nudes palette, they are so soft. So okay, so you see that? but it's, if you look at this one from the rich nude, this is like more red. I mean, this one is more pink. Yeah, this one has more pink. This color has more red. So it's not the same. It's not the same. And again, here, let me show you the shadow. See how soft the texture of the shadow is? So you got, I would kind of go with like a brush like this. If you have it, go in with it lightly and just pat it on your eye, because that's what I did. I just patted it. I didn't use my finger to apply any of these eyeshadows. I just patted it on my eye. I used this eyeshadow brush. So yeah, so we're gonna swatch this one here. It's called Tantric. This is this gold shade here. It's very soft. The texture is very, very soft. I mean, I'm kind of dipping the tip. There we go. Kind of dipping the tip in. So you see, you have more of a gold, and it's not the same as this. Pointed to the wrong color. So it's not the same as this. This one, again, has more gold and pink mixed with it. But the gold overrides the pink in this shade, unlike this one where the pink overrides the gold. That's what gives it the difference. This one has pink in it, but this, I mean, well, this one, I don't know. This one could be similar to this one, but I don't know. I'm looking in my mirror. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. You guys tell me what you think. But it's a pretty color nonetheless. Let's go into, so this is that shade here in this Nude Rich palette. This is the shade here, the third one on this hand. Make sure I point to the right shade. And then in the Naughty Nudes, and then the Naughty Nudes palette here is this Tantric. It's that, and that's very golden, yellow golden. That's how it shows up on your hand with the reflexive pink. So yeah, and then you see they have all of these colors, the swirled colors. I use this one. They're so pretty. But again, for those colors, they're so soft in texture, I would use a brush. I would not dip my finger in it. Because I just, and then, you know, if your shadow's probably hard panned quicker when you do that. Now, the last shade we're going to talk about is the unique shade in the palette. And I think that everybody was questioning it. Everybody was going crazy. Well, I did use that on top of Provocative. And baby. Okay, so I'm going to do what I did here. I took a white Q-tip. This is from Clean Skin Club. These are the Q-tips. I like these because they're one side regular Q-tip, but then you also have this side. So that's why I bought these, and these are specifically for the makeup room, or the makeup area. Okay, so I'm gonna take this side. All right, let's talk about the color. So this is the color Slippery. This is the color that everybody's been like, what? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And it is wet, and it's like gooey. Because even with the Q-tip, I'm gonna put like a small swatch, and hopefully I can bring it in so you can see it. See, like right here. Oh my god, that is so nice. Woo! And it's wet. The thing is, the consistency of it is wet. So, oh my god, I can't describe it, but you can see how, and I lightly went over it in the palette. You can see how it looks now. See how, and it's wet. It's like a jelly wet consistency, but it is so, like, look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Oh my god. Like, I'm glad I bought it. I'm glad she talked me, but didn't talk me into buying it. So, if this is your kind of thing, I would recommend it. If you don't want to buy like this palette, I mean, then you can definitely go for the the Nude Rich, because, you know, it's around the same family. But she did this. I'm going to give it to Huda. She did this. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm looking at myself over here in my mirror. I'm feeling it. Girl, go ahead, Huda. Go ahead, Huda. You did your thing, girl. Love it. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the foundation. This is the hashtag Faux Filter Skin Foundation Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. The color that I got was Chocolate Truffle. And I am wearing it today. I'm wearing it. Okay, so I watched Jackie Aina's video, and she scared me at first when I saw the title. She was like, Huda, can I speak to your manager? And I was just like, because honestly, I respect Jackie's opinion. You know, I know a lot of people don't like her because they feel she's extra and over the top. Well, I'm extra and over the top, but I respect her opinion, because a lot of time what works for her works for me. So I don't think she reviewed the palette, but she definitely did review this because I sent her over a few shades. I got the color Chocolate Truffle, and honestly, I think I can get another shade of this because I do like it. So far, I haven't had it on long. So, you know, we're going to do a wear test, and I'm going to do a wear test on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go on over there and follow me. Go on. Just go on. Just go on. Okay? Okay, so again, I love the foundation. Now, this is not a full cover foundation. And I know a lot of people don't like stick foundations, and a lot of people do. I know I personally, I like stick foundations. I like cream foundations. I know most stick foundations are geared toward people with drier skin or more mature skin. Now, guys, I'm 43. So I have mature skin. But I have very oily skin. So it's like a catch-22. So then the question would be, is this oily girl friendly? That would be a good question to ask. Now, again, I haven't had this on long, so far it looks good. And I set it with my Becca Multitasking Perfecting Powder in Dark Golden. So I think the color of the foundation, because it was a little lighter, but you could see the golden in it. So I think this, for me, this is going to be the powder I use when I use with it. But I do like how it feels on my face, especially for this time of year. Even though I am oily, around my nose, I tend to get very dry. I mean, obviously, that's generally the only place, because it gets very dry here. And don't let me get sick, please. I pray to God I don't get sick this year. So I like stick foundations. Now, the only stick foundation that I use now other than this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick. I love this foundation stick, and this is the only one I use until now. I was very intrigued when she came out with this. I don't have her other foundation. I was interested in getting it because that is very full coverage, but I never got it. I like this, like I said, because for this time of year, even though I am a full coverage girl, I love full coverage. I will always be a full coverage girl. However, with the times that we're in now, where we're always having to wear masks, this may prove to be a savior, you know, because don't want to wear anything heavy, especially if I go, I mean, going out is very rare nowadays. Very rarely go out, and I very rarely do my makeup to go out now because I'm not going anywhere. And a lot of times, like with work now, I'm working at home, so I'm in the house. And the 12 weeks that I was away at school, I did have to go to campus. I had to wear my mask, but I never wore makeup. So again, it'll probably be like a every now and then date night or find a date. You know, that kind of thing. But other than that, this is a very, very, so far, I mean, honestly, so far, when I was applying it, I was just like, okay, I love the coverage. Now, when I applied it, I used a sponge. I don't know where the sponge is that I used. I think it fell into my little thing here. I'm trying to show you guys which sponge. Okay, here it is. So I use a sponge, and this is the sponge that I use. This is my Muse Beauty Pro sponge. I love this sponge because look at how it's shaped, and it's flat on both sides, and it gets in the corners. If y'all don't have this sponge, y'all need to get this. You can go on the Muse Beauty Pro website. I got this at the makeup show last year. I didn't go this year. Show. So yeah, this sponge is. I pretty much don't reach for my beauty blenders that much anymore. And there are a couple of other sponges now that I'm like using more. And I have more beauty blenders than anything. This sponge is awesome. So for cream foundations, I generally just use sponges. And I used this one this morning, and it blended it out nicely. And this foundation blended out nicely. It didn't give me any problems. It didn't like dry down too fast. This is like very skin-like. So this will be good, I feel, for anyone, whether you're normal to combo, normal to oily, normal to dry. I think this is a foundation for everyone. And Huda nailed it on the mark. And I love her for this. And honestly, with like I said, the weather changing, this might be the only foundation I wear when I wear makeup. I mean, you know, I have other foundations like the Stay Naked. That's a good one to wear this time of year. Even though like I said, I'm oily, but that foundation, it sits so nicely, and it just okay guys, my camera cut off while I was talking. So I was saying about the Urban Decay Naked foundation. You know, it stays nicely on the face, and it's light coverage, lightweight. But that is full coverage foundation. Again, this is not a full coverage foundation. This is light to medium coverage, but it's buildable. But again, for this time of year, this might be the only thing you need, especially if you're not wearing makeup as much. Don't get discouraged, especially my combo and my oily girls, because this is not a matte foundation, and obviously it's not full coverage. Okay guys, so that is it for my review on the new Naughty Nude palette from Huda Beauty and the faux filter, hashtag faux filter skin finish foundation. I love it. Now y'all already know I done said I love this palette. I'm happy I have it. Love it. Don't regret it. Don't regret it. And I'm glad I got it during, the VIB sale. So I'm very, very happy about this. And the foundation, gonna do a foundation wear test on Instagram. So again, if you're not following me on Instagram, go on and follow me over there. And yeah, I'll let you know how I feel. But I think I like where I'm at so far with this foundation and the weight and the feel of it. So yeah, I'm not going to ramble because I've been doing enough rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to making some more videos now that I have time. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have this palette, bought this foundation, you're thinking about it. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. So, till the next time we meet, bye for now.